Hey y'all, welcome back. If you're new, I'm Kyla. I make candles and run a small business while working full time, raising a family, and building this dream one day at a time. Today's video is some things I wish I had done this year. When I started, I thought if I just loved making candles, customers would automatically come. That was naive. Passion helped me start, but structure is what keeps me going. I had to learn real business skills, pricing, bookkeeping, marketing, and that takes discipline, not just love of candles. I spent weeks trying to figure out pricing, but still messed up early on. The lesson is not just about wax, fragrance, jars, or profit margin. You have to factor in time, packaging, shipping, and taxes, and also your own labor, and pay yourself fairly. I wish I knew that from day one, but now I know how to price without scaring my potential customers away and without cutting myself out and driving my business down to the ground. Making great candles doesn't guarantee sales. I had beautiful products, but no real strategy for how people would find them. SEO, photos, storytelling, branding, those are the things that actually made a difference. I've learned that content and marketing aren't extras, they are the business. One of my biggest blessings in this journey has been you all, your comments, your DMs, your support, your encouragement. That has turned strangers into customers and customers into my community. Don't underestimate the relationships you build. Balancing a full time job, a family of five, and a business, I learned that without a system, time just disappears. I started scheduling content days, wig testing days, and even my off days. It's not glamorous, but it keeps me sane. I recently tried making 2 videos per week and just realized that it's not working for my schedule. So I'm going back to my original posting days once a week. Looking back, I worked too long on perfection, perfect labels, perfect timing, perfect studio setup. Meanwhile, opportunities passed me by. I realized done is better than perfect, as long as you're committed to improving. Quick truth, money doesn't roll in just because you post pretty pictures. You have to plan, reinvest, and set financial goals every quarter. If you don't, you will work hard and still struggle. Drop a comment below. What are you still struggling with now in your business? My brand isn't just products, it's who I am. Cozy, real, and perfectly striving. That's what resonates. Once I leaned into originality, I started seeing real engagement. I used to think my brand was just candles. I was so focused on making things look right that I really wasn't showing up as me. And here's the truth, people were not connecting because there was nothing to connect to. So, what do I know now going into 2026? I know that I don't need more ideas. I need a better strategy, a better system. I used to move based on motivation. When I felt inspired, I worked. When I didn't, I stalled. And that cycle wore me out. Now I understand that consistency comes with planning ahead of time. So in 2026, I'm not winging it anymore. I'm scheduling my work, I'm blocking time for content, and I'm planning ahead of time instead of scrambling last minute. Planning doesn't block me in, it gives me freedom. When I know what needs to be done, I can carry it out without stress. I also know now that understanding my audience means listening, watching what people respond to, paying more attention to questions they ask, and creating content that serves, not just content that builds my schedule or fills my schedule. I don't need to post every day. I need to post with intention. And maybe the biggest thing I know now is trusting the process matters more than trusting the outcome. There are times where I questioned myself, times where I wondered if I was wasting my time, and times I felt behind. But every season taught me something. In 2026, I'm choosing patience over panic, process over perfection, and systems over stressing. I don't need to chase trends because trends expire. I'm building something sustainable, something that fits my life and not consumes it. I believe in myself more now, not because everything worked out, but because I showed up anyway. I kept learning, I kept adjusting, and I kept going. And that's belief. That is the foundation. So if you're headed into a new year feeling unsure, here's this: you don't need to move faster. You need to move clearer. I'm walking into 2026 with a plan, a process, and trusting myself. And that feels better than any trend ever could. Thank you for being here. And if this helped you, share it with someone you think needs it. I'll see you in the next video. So until next time, keep glowing and growing.